Happy time zones, everybody, and welcome to the stream. Today we're going to be playing a bit of Witchy Life Story because I remembered I didn't quite end up finishing that, and due to the other day's technical difficulties, it is one of the few games that has not been corrupted yet. So we will be getting back into Witchy Life Story and hopefully finishing off the last little segment that we were going to get to. Let us see what Andy Treble has been up to. This game autosaves when the sun icon appears in the bottom right corner. Thank you for letting me know again, game. I do appreciate that. Okay. Open. Let's see, how many days in are we? Yes. So we've got the full moon, the main festival and stuff is here. The full moon has just passed, so that little trials and tribulations that we had to start with the full moon festival, because the last time we ended up streaming this, we had a festival, which was us trying to do like a full moon ritual, not like the main festival itself. And we were trying to make everybody like us enough, and for the entire thing to go really well, so we could just ditch the entire city. We did not end up ditching the entire city, so there is that. Let's see, is there anything that we needed to do, Ramsey? Is it crystal time? Row treat. Wait, didn't I already give you a treat? Sneaky bird. You can't fool me. Alright, let's double check our preparations, because it may be moving to the next day, I think. How are we doing on preparations? All the orders are done for the day. I've checked in on everyone. Awesome. Thanks for helping. What would I do without you? Cool. So we do go to bed and then start the next day fresh. Perfect. Alright, it is morning time. We have new mail. Let us see who wants what. Oh, Auntie, I did it again. I didn't mean to, but I couldn't stop it. I know I need to take it easier. I know that I need to balance everything better. But it's just so hard. Do you have a potion or anything that could help? I'm so overwhelmed. Best regards, Mel. Yo, Andy, I want to fix my relationship with my crew. I think I'm ready to take responsibility for my actions the other day instead of beating myself up over them. Maybe an oil or something that could help? Thanks, Jonas. Hey there, Andy. I want to figure out how to talk to the Fibbly Nibblies, but they're too strong. I know I need to figure out how to change things between us, and I need to know where to find answers. Do you have an oil for that? Possibly? Jamina's Antique Clear-Out Sale? Whoa, big discounts? Oh my goodness, what do you mean? I actually can buy something for the frickin' shop? Great. Vol says Andy, best comfort streamer. Me, best discomfort streamer. Well, this is despite you, you're my comfort streamer. Hello, Vol, how are you? Yeah, talk about perfect timing. I don't think I'll be able to afford Jamina's antiques otherwise, and there are some items I'm thinking of crafting. I'm not entirely sure yet. I'm still figuring them out. Then I'll make sure to tell you when I know. I wonder why Jamina's put everything on sale. Maybe she's so sick of having her inventory lying around. But we should definitely go check out the sale. Agreed. We really should. But first, I need to build today's potions. Let us look at our orders. Let's start with Mel. Okay, Mel needs plants. So we need rosemary. Yep, we need rosemary. Do I have rosemary left? I do. Got plenty of rosemary. Rosemary, I need something blue. So those are the pea flowers. And I need some hollyhock. Luckily, I've got some hollyhocks left. Okay, and it needs a potion. So that means bottles for potions. Yes. Potions, I've got 3 left. Perfect. What did you get up to today? Also, congrats on the job, Vol. I'm really happy that you ended up getting it. Now we'll go for orders back to the villagers. Let's go Jonas. Lots. We need hearts, so that's a rose. We need blue, so that's pea flowers, and we need hollyhock again. Everyone's after hollyhocks today. That is fair, and it's an oil. I think this one's the oils. Let me just quickly check my spell book so I don't accidentally end up making the wrong thing. That is an oil. Okay, perfect. Beautiful. Forgiving oil. Ooh, I really like this bottle. I kind of want this. I don't know what would be in there, but yeah. Deathless says, same. It's always nice when Andy calls me on my shit ball. Hi, Deathless. What are you still doing awake, mate? Also, welcome in. Good to see you as always. I just wasn't expecting you to be alive yet this early. But yes, welcome in. How have you been? Honestly, getting called out for your shit is something that I'll do to anybody. So, but only especially friends. So, y'all are kind of special categories. You'll get called out for your shit double time. Just ask Vol what I called him out for, because I called him out on a lot as well. And honestly, they deserve it. They really do. So I need an oil. At least I had one extra of these. So I can make all of my orders for today, fortunately. But I'm going to need to pick up more oils again. Alright, so divination oil. Perfect. Let's see. Might do a tarot reading, actually. Because I feel like I need a little bit of guidance today. Vol says life is going nice currently. I'm glad. Death says, oh Vol, you got the new job, congrats. Death says, I'm a night owl for now. Well, if you're a night owl for now, then enjoy the night owl. Vol says, thank you to Death. I'm finally gonna be allowed to pull all-nighters. Yes, because it's for work. This is our energy of the day. Chariot. Ooh, self-control, pride, achieving goals, overcoming challenges. Hey! Yo, this is for all of you. Good job. Deathless says, I was up all night yesterday with no regrets. Even was lucky on your stream yesterday too. Oh, man. Well, it was good to have you. How did you enjoy my gay panic? Did you end up catching the IRL gay panic story or not quite? Oh, wait, no. I meant to click the middle one. I want to go check on my garden before I move around today. Because that way we've got everything possible done and I have all my ingredients and then don't have to stress too much about that. I will pick up my weeds because we need to do that. Ball says, Gamzee or Blythe, LMAO. Ooh, nice. Self-control. Sure. You don't need self-control. You need to not be a menace, Ball. But that's honestly impossible. And besides, I love your shenaniganery anyway, so it doesn't matter to me. Alright, next one. We need to do a bit more gardening before I head out and go and interact and socialize with people in the town, so get this done nice and bright and quick. Hopefully I'm not going to need many more of these for anything in particular. Like the roses take forever to grow. So having them all growing still is probably a good plan. I think that's enough for that. Cool, so that's my garden beds all nice and watered. I'm going to collect those. I've got 16 of the random shite. Now I can go into the village. Aww, yay. Yay in which way? Because like yeah, well, yesterday was a gay panic stream, Vol. So like I have every right to be very gay at that particular time. I had to talk about my IRL gay panic moment. And we had some issues. For those that want to see me actually go through that story, feel free to watch the VOD. It is still going to be up for a little while, and then I'm going to be porting it across to YouTube, so you can watch it at any point in time. Speaking of, if you want to go and follow on the YouTubes, so that way you can watch any VODs if they end up getting deported from Twitch too early, take a little look-see over at our YouTube channel right here. I've just chucked it into the chat for you. You approach the art studio and you hear what you think is Nisha pacing back and forth. If you're not gonna let me do work, I don't know what to do. Oh, she must be fighting with the fibbly nibblies again. I better get in there. You walk into the studio. Andy, I'm at my wit's end. Do you have that spell that I asked for? Let me see. Here it is. Give Nisha the divination oil. Perfect. Divination oil. This should let me talk with them, right? Not entirely. Also, I wouldn't recommend trying that again after our last attempt. You do have a close relationship with the Fibbly Nibblies, but that relationship is too strained to confront them directly without an experienced witch. Then what's the point of this oil? I feel like I'm almost there with figuring this out, this community mural project. Is there any way to figure out what to do without talking directly to the Fibbly Nibblies? Is there a way? Is there a way? Yell at them, fumigate them, ignore them till they crumble. Fumigating them would be terrible. Maybe ignore them? No, it should be something you have experience in doing. You don't want the Fibbly Nibblies to destroy the studio again. Maybe you could figure out what to do, but not at the studio. Safely away from those spiteful spirits. You did sense Nisha's desire for the divination oil from her letter. Is there a form of divination you could do? Well, that's it. Let's do a tarot reading and see what the cards say. Is that something you can actually do? Of all the forms of divination, this is the one that I'm most familiar with, yes. And of course, I'm still learning that there aren't consequences with tarot readings. Well, it depends as to what people do afterwards. It's on them to take what the cards say or leave it, so. Well, at least nothing like spirits wrecking your art studio. Let's try it then. Where do we get a tarot deck though? I have one at my place. We can do it there. Yeah, that's probably for the best. Who knows what the Fibbly Nibblies would do if we tried to do it here. Well, let's get going then. You and Nisha make your way home. Wow, I haven't been here in ages. Still looks the same as I remember it. Yeah, I didn't bother to change anything considering I'm not here for that long. Well, that and I kind of like the place already. I keep my deck on the altar. Let's do the reading now. You and Nisha stand over the altar. First, let's apply the oil. Okay. Then let me shuffle the cards around to cleanse them of their old energy. Alright. You take the cards in your hand and shuffle them a few times. So, how does this work? First, we need to decide what spread we want. I think a 4-card spread might be best. As I said, I'm still learning, so I'd like to avoid the more complex ones if that's alright. As long as I get answers. I think of it more as guidance than answers. That's true. Let's just get started. You draw 4 cards. Oh, here comes the cards. Let's see what it says. The first card will tell us the problem that we're facing. The second is the obstacle. Third is the recommended action. And lastly, the fourth shows the outcome. Sounds straightforward enough. Well, let's see if that remains true once we flip them. Let's see what the first card is. The Magician. Wow, these cards are beautiful. Did you draw them yourself? No, actually. My gran made this deck for me. Our family's custom is that the head witch gives a tarot deck to their apprentice when they start training. That's really cool. I feel like I could learn a thing or two from your gran. She's an excellent artist. Anyway, what does this card mean? So this is the Magician, depicted by a plant called Dittany of Crete. The card symbolizes skill, focused energy, and manifestations. Though we're reading this card for a tricky situation. The card is probably telling us there's a lack of these things. I have skills! I don't think the card necessarily means your artistic skill in this case. Remember, we're asking it what to do about the fibbly nibblies. And I think in this case, the card is saying maybe you and their energies are out of sync. Somehow you aren't communicating effectively, so you can't harness each other's energy. What do you think? I guess figuring out how to communicate then. We tried that and it didn't work. I wouldn't say that was our best attempt though. So the card is telling us there's something more to do there. Maybe we should go ahead and turn the next card. Turn the next card, turn the next card, woohoo! Ah, the devil, temptation. So our obstacle is the devil. Now this one makes perfect sense. Hang on. The card might not mean what you think it does. But it also does mean there's some sort of chaos going on in your life. Maybe some manipulation and confusion. But remember when my gran talked to me about this card and why she chose the sundew to represent it? I was like, it's carnivorous, duh. And she said yes, that was part of it. But when people first start collecting sundews, they thought they were the most darling plants. Then they discovered they were carnivorous. Someone exclaimed that sundews are vegetable wickedness. And my gran thought it was hysterical. So when you're dealing with the devil, sometimes you need to just laugh at the absurdity of things. Sometimes by not embracing the chaos, you cause more friction. I've been trying to cut them out of my life more recently. More so than I did when I was younger. Even then, it's not like they didn't cause trouble. I liked the fibbly nibblies, but it was exhausting being the weird girl in class. I just wanted to fit in. Did you ever think that you were weird? What? No! I always thought it was fine. It was everyone else. I could just be myself with the fibbly nibblies. Well, let's pull that next card then. So, temperance represents the actions you can take. This is interesting. Good or in a bad way? Well, it implies something in your life needs healing. And since this reading is regarding the fibbly nibblies and what you should do about them, might be that the two of you need to do some healing work, which is a step far beyond communicating. I tried asking them what they wanted before. I feel like that wasn't the right approach. It may have been more what both of you want. Temperance usually means something along the lines of cooperation and finding harmony. The other curious thing is that temperance is number 14, where the devil is 15. So if you can heal your relationship, you may be able to find harmony in chaos. But how do I heal my relationship with them? You said you used to play with them as a kid, right? Yeah. Have you tried that recently? No, I mean, I'm not a kid anymore. Well, so maybe it's not playing with them like you were when you were a kid, but somehow still including them in your life? You said they were a big source of your creativity, so maybe it's like along the lines of that. Maybe you're right. Well, what's the outcome then? Ha! Out comes the Empress. What's so funny about that? The Empress is the card of creativity, uncontrolled creativity at that, but it's also the card of nurturing. If there was a card to represent you, I think that this would be it. The Empress. I think I can work with that. But what could it imply for me and the fibbly nibblies? Well, it sounds like if you're able to fully find balance with the fibbly nibblies, you might become even more creative. Oh, I thought that was holding me back all my life could be my way forward? Well, that's what the cards seem to say. Of course, it's going to take some work on your end. Yeah, it will. There's not much time either. Maybe this festival piece can be the start of something new with the fibbly nibblies. Maybe it could be. I just wish there was some way to at least set us up to work peacefully together. Devin always said that you can sort all your problems out over a cup of tea. Tea, huh? That gives you an idea. If only life were that simple. Tea. Tea leaf reading? I'm gonna head back to the studio. Maybe I can start to refigure things out there. Sounds good. I'm glad the tarot reading seemed to help. I've never done a reading for anyone else before. It was an exciting experience. Well, here's to both of us learning new things today. I'll get going though. Thanks again for your help, Andy. You know, Jamina has that old teapot at her store. I wonder if I could make something with it. Maybe she might not realize it, but Devin is onto something. Ah, so the teapot. I'll get the teapot. I'll go to Jamina's store after I've done everything else. Okay, talk to Mel. We'll do all of our main routine stuff to do first. Please let me find Mel near the signal tired. Please let me find Mel near the signal tired. You walk into Mel's office, but... Huh? Where's Mel? Oh no, did she not recover? She's supposed to be here. Maybe she just stepped out? Then leave the spell on her desk. Boundaries potion. Yeah, let's put it right. Ah! That's when you see her, Mel, crouched underneath her desk, muttering something to herself. Oh, I did it again. I woke up today and told myself I wouldn't do it, but I still did it. Another Coven Parlinton ritual. No, I said yes to everyone. I said I would handle everything, so now I'm here, overwhelmed again. I can't get sick. I need to sleep. The festival's preparations won't go well if I don't stay well. Can you go back and just tell everyone no? No, of course not. Well, I guess I could. Delegation, that's right. I can delegate. Or rather, re-delegate. But I feel so worked up, I can't even think about that. What would I even delegate? Oh, where would I start? Someday you'll find Mel in a sane state again. Unfortunately, it may be too late to use the boundaries spell. You would want to use it before removing your boundaries. Oh no, I messed up your magic again. Oh, that's not what I meant. I'll just have to push through this again, don't I? But I don't want you to help me with that. This is my responsibility and my responsibility alone. Alone, huh? How's that working out for you? Oh jeez, if you let Mel handle this alone, you know it won't end well. At the same time, using more magic will probably backfire like it did previously. What could help Mel? Coffee break? A nap plus spell. Coffee break or a nap? Coffee break? Maybe make it decaf, but then we'd also have to go to Jean's cafe. There's no way he can see her like this. Then what? Wait, the boundary spell. Maybe it's not too late. We can use it to help Mel redelegate her tasks. But we need to get it into a state where she can think about redelegating. Is everything alright? You're being very quiet. And that's when it hit you. Mel, I have an idea. You do? Can we still use the spell? Oh, not yet, but we're going to do a re-envisioning exercise. Then, when you feel ready, you can use the boundary spell. Envisioning? Is this some sort of mental exercise? Yep, we're going to envision how you wish things would be. So, like envisioning myself redelegating tasks. I kind of want to go more general than that. Let's try envisioning your perfect day. We can try and form a day where redelegating isn't an issue. Having a clear idea of what you want might make it easier to happen. Then the more focused intention will help with the boundary spell. I see. Well, alright, let's try it. Okay, let's get ourselves into comfortable seated positions then. You and Mel take a seat across from each other. Now let's take a deep breath. Close your eyes. You feel your jaw drop. And the tension in your forehead falls away. Your shoulders hang loosely with your hands on your lap. Your body feels both light yet grounded. Now Mel, we're going to walk through a day in your life. Okay? Mel nods her head in agreement. It's morning and you've just woken up. What is it that you do? Jean's probably already awake. I can smell coffee and some freshly baked scones coming from the kitchen. I get up, brush my teeth, and get dressed and sit with him at the table. We talk about what we're doing that day and say when we expect to get home. Jean heads out before me and I clean up the kitchen before heading out to the office. Wonderful. Now let's relax our muscles. You unclench your jaw and let your shoulders fall. The tension in your forehead falls. Your body feels light and grounded once again. Great, now tell me about your walk to the office. Well, it's a beautiful day outside. Most days in Flora are beautiful. Kids are playing by the lake and I can hear Jonas and his crew working hard at the festival grounds. I'm glad that Jonas moved out here with us. It feels like he's finally found a place that he fits in. I look over at your cottage and I'm happy to see your garden blooming. Finally, things are feeling right again. And before I know it, I've arrived at the town hall to start my day. Very, very good. Now let's go once again, shall we? Take another deep breath. You'll now take a deep breath. You can feel your breath deep in your lungs. As you exhale, you feel all the tension again leaving your body. Now for your work day. How do you imagine that going? This is supposed to be an ideal situation, right? Yep. Well, I walk into the town hall and our secretary immediately greets me. Then I head up to the mayor's office and, of course, she's already working. We have a quick morning meeting to discuss what needs to be done and the state of things. Then after a few other people join us from various committees, in an ideal setting though, we all figure out the best way to approach the tasks at hand. The mayor's hands are already full, so I agree to be the one to come to if any problems should arise. Everyone walks away from our meeting with a clear list of what's done and who's to do it. I have my tasks, but I'm also available to help if needed. Throughout the day, I get asked a few questions and advice on things, but everyone can do their own work. And I trust that they can do this work on their own. Things aren't falling apart if I don't know what's happening all the time. Okay, well now for the end of the day. But first, let's take a quiet moment. You focus on the sounds that are around you, the murmuring of conversations in the hallway, the chirping of the birds outside the window, the soft summer breeze, and for a moment, the world is alive and yet still. Mind is quiet once again. Ball says, "Hey Andy, do you still have nog?" No, I do not have any more. I drank the rest of it. Why? The end of the day is simple. I stop by the mayor's office and let her know I'm heading out. Then I meet Jane at his coffee and he gives me whatever he's just baked and a cup of tea. We chit-chat for a little bit, but he's still working, so I head home. While I wait for Jean, I sit on the couch to do some knitting. Then, once he's home, we'll have a simple dinner, talk a little more, then go to bed. Mel opens her eyes. Not a very exciting ideal day, is it? Well, it seems to be a lot more relaxed than your days now. Well, that is partly due to the festival, but I do think things could stand to be a bit calmer, and I do believe I have a part to play in that. There aren't many days left until the festival. Maybe for the rest of the day I'll make a clear plan for the next few days. And then tomorrow I'll present it to everyone. Or perhaps at this point it's not worth getting nitpicky about small details. I'll make sure to use that boundary spell, that way I'll make sure to delegate, instead of being a control freak. So you think the envisioning helped? Yes, I do. It's crazy how easy it is to forget to think and reflect sometimes. I wish I had something that could help me give you time. Give you time? Could I make something like that? Well, I guess it's better late than never. I do feel like I've taken up much of your time. I should let you get going. I'm just glad I could help. Hope your planning goes well. Thanks. Could I make something for Mel that could give her time? No, Jamina's shop has that hourglass. I wonder if I could put something together with that. Alright. So let's see. Bol says no. Oh no. What do you mean? Do you want me to make you more nog? Is that what the hint is, Bol? Soup says go make yourself some more nog, Bol. Oh hi Soup, how's it going? Bol says I'll just buy some or buy vanilla custard. Nice. Vanilla custard's great. Thumbtack says hello. Hi Thumbtack, how are you? Soup says, ooh, custard. And Bol says, hey Tack, how do? Good. Let's see, who else did we have? We didn't have Jonas, I don't believe, today. Oh, no, maybe I did. I think maybe Jonas was next. Soup says, my sizzle steaks are defrosting fast enough. What will I make for dinner now? Soup, you can come over to my house if you want and use the defrosting function on my microwave. Then it will defrost really quickly. You could also use the defrosting feature on your own microwave to do that. But mine's like a convection oven slash defrostery thingy, so it may work quicker. So what's an option? Oh, the microwave. Did you seriously forget you've got a defrosting function on your microwave? I was just using the fridge. Ah, Soup. I love you so much. But really, just don't put foil in the microwave, okay? Just take it out, put it on a plate, like a normal plate, and then do that. You could also, like, put it into warm water. Yeah, you could do that too. You could, like, sous vide method to it or something. But yeah, I'm glad that you're doing well, Thumbtack. Vol says, as to not boil it yet to thaw it. Yeah, exactly. Thumbtack says, you can also chuck it on the car engine, go for a while, drive it around town. That is another option, though you need to be careful that it's not too hot of a day, so I will go with Thumbtack's suggestion. Soup! Alright, well, you be careful then. You see Jonas and Caesar at the festival grounds and walk over to them. Hey, Andy. Woof, woof. Got that spell I asked for? I do. Yep, right here. Forgiving oil. You hand Jonas the forgive oil. You can tell that he's feeling apprehensive about it. You worried it's gonna backfire? No, actually. I'm just afraid it won't work at all. What if my crew doesn't forgive me? Or even worse, what if they forgive me but I lose my temper again? And that means using this spell is pointless. Let's see. Soup says, nah, I'll just use the microwave or water. I mean, it does help. Vol says, can I join drive around? I mean, you could. Thumbtack says, huzzah! Also, how's the witchy game? It is very nice and cozy. I'm enjoying it a lot. We're getting into like the last couple of days before the festival, so I think maybe within this stream or the next, we might actually finish the entire game. So, there we go. I reckon it's been pretty nice and sweet and cute. It's also, weirdly enough, the game teaches you a lot about mindfulness exercises and how to improve and work on mental health with emotional regulation. I wasn't expecting that from this game, but I am enjoying it. Eesh, if Jonas is this worried about the spell, maybe it really won't work. Aren't most things pointless? I mean, until we give them a point, that is. What I'm trying to say is the spell won't be pointless unless you decide it is, regardless of outcome. Am I doomed? You can tell a massive freak-out meltdown is imminent, but you really don't want to try anything that could make it worse. Think! Woof woof! Huh? What's that, Caesar? Woof woof! Something wrong? Caesar rolls over onto his back. I think he wants pets. Woof woof! I think he definitely wants pets. Jonas starts giving Caesar belly scratches. Yeah, who's a good boy? Caesar looks up at you. Woof woof! I think he wants you to pet him too. Give Caesar belly scratches. He's so soft and fluffy. You and Jonas keep passing Caesar. He seems very, very happy. But you realize you feel very, very happy too. You look at Jonas. He also seems very, very happy. Could it be that Caesar both sensed your stress levels rising? True, pets can do that. Vol says, anyway, do I play DBD or RDR2? No idea. Soup says, depends, Vol, do you want to shoot things or hunt survivors? Dunno. Thing is, one allows for immediate gameplay, the other one means you have to do the tutorial before you can horse around. If you're looking for immediate gameplay, just do one of them and then the other one is not. Vol says, mindfulness exercise, another reason I will not play this game. I mean, look, it's up to you. It's up to you. What's the word for makes body go fast? Run, like internally, makes internal blood go fast. Adrenaline. Adrenaline, anxiety, excitement. A lot of things. Dopamine. So dopamine. Caesar stands up and does a good shake. Yeah, that's what I was... Well, adrenaline's not strictly speaking a good kind of zooming, by the way. Adrenaline is actually something that's associated with more of the negative emotions than positive ones. Excitement usually is the positive one, but yes, both. I guess he had his fill. I'm feeling more relaxed now. Yeah, me too. Are you ready to give that forgiveness oil a shot? I still don't feel ready, to be honest. And obviously I love petting Caesar, but I feel like I need something I can do just to, I don't know, repair my brain for this stuff. Does that make sense? Totally does. Hang on, let me think. You notice your mind feels clearer now after petting Caesar. Maybe that dog is some sort of familiar. Anyway, Jonas needs something to prepare his mind to use magic, but it sounds like he needs something to break his negative thought patterns. You know, when he asked you for magical words before, maybe his words were exactly what was needed. Hey Jonas, have you ever heard of affirmations? I feel like I've heard Mel mention those before. Vol says it's fun and I like it. Adrenaline is positive in my mind. I get it every time I play games where I'm the killer. Like Killer Clowns on Roblox. Fair enough, fair enough. She probably has. They're pretty common tools witches use to give themselves a quick boost. They're magical. They're more kind of like a focusing tool, I'd say. I find them pretty helpful and they're simple if you want to try them out. Nothing weird will happen. Nope. We only start using a few so you don't get overwhelmed. Alright then, how do we use these affirmations? Well, first we need to identify what exactly is making you feel anxious. Let's start with 3 key things. One is that I'm not working hard enough to overcome my anger. Second would be, well, that I'm just a bother to other people, like Mel and Jonas and my crew. Third is, what if I try and talk to people about how I feel? They'll think I'm weak. Are those good? Yup. Now let's start with communication. You're afraid that you tell people how you're feeling, they'll look down on you? Yeah, like I'd be a terrible leader, but I can't handle anything in general. It catches people off guard that I get overwhelmed and need time to cool down. I like being around people, but sometimes it can get to be far too much. But I also know that the only way for people to know that is for me to tell them. I like to believe that people are more understanding than sometimes I want to give them credit for. But there's always that fear, you know? I guess if I tell them and they don't listen, then maybe it's not my problem anymore though. I don't know. Well, let's try an affirmation saying that your wants and needs are valid. You're right that some people will respect that, but others won't. That doesn't change the validity of your wants and needs though. How about we go with something like... I'm worthy of being heard. Listening is a form of love. That is true, it is. My needs are valid, communication is a strength, and my wants and needs are the keys to my success. My needs are valid, communication is a strength. Jonas seems taken aback by his own words. You have a good feeling about this affirmation. Yeah, I like that. Next, let's do... working to overcome your anger. Okay. So working to overcome your anger, but it's not just your anger, right? No, anger is usually the result of when everything gets to be too much. And I'm working on that, or at least I have in the past, but I feel like it's not enough. But you are working on it? Yeah, of course. Well, how about we come up with an affirmation about making progress instead? Help you focus on how you're working on it and making progress. Elle always says progress isn't linear, so maybe she's right. How about... I'm overcoming my challenges steadily each day. Every day presents a new chance for growth. Or my efforts are worthy, I can envision my success. My efforts are worthy and I can envision my success. Wow, I really can! Yep, see? Just saying it out loud helps, doesn't it? Affirmations are intense. And lastly, relationship with friends and family. You're afraid you're too much for people. As if you need far too much help. And I guess they constantly have to be worrying about me. It's not like it's bad to think about other people at all. But I mean more like they have to manage me. I don't want them to feel that way. Do they make you feel that way when you try and tell them how you're feeling? Not usually. I mean, there have been people in the past, but they were also kind of mean. I feel like you need to believe that other people care about you. And that they're listening to you isn't managing you, but showing they care about you. Yeah, maybe. How about... I am loved and valued by my friends and family. People admire and respect me. I am worth it. Or I recognize my worth. My life is full of love. People admire and respect me. I am worth it. Oh, saying that one out loud feels weird. Even though I know it's true. Well, then you just need to practice it until it doesn't feel weird. Yeah, you're right. Great, we've got 3 affirmations. Let's go over them one more time. My efforts are worthy. I can envision my success. Now the second. My people admire me and respect me. I am worth it. Lastly, my needs are valid. Communication is a strength. I feel like I can already feel my mindset changing by saying these today. Well, just imagine how they'll make you feel with even more practice. When you feel ready, go ahead and use the forgive oil too. If you think that you need the extra push. Thanks a lot, Andy. You know, Mel's always burning candles and stuff when she does her thinking stuff. I wonder if she'd let me borrow one of those when I'm practicing. Or maybe I should just focus on these affirmations first. Candles. What is it? A bad idea for something? No, not at all. Just got me thinking. But it's nothing. Well, I should get going. Of course. Make sure to let me know how those affirmations go. Will do. Candle. Sure, the shop has an old candle holder. Probably put something together for Jonas to use that. Alright, so now we've got the last people to check in on. Let's go back. You walk up to Jean's cafe and see a closed sign on the door. The lights are on. That's strange. Maybe I'll take a quick peek to see if Jean's here. You walk back to the kitchen where you hear someone furiously whisking. You pop your head through the door and see Jean standing over a massive bowl of batter. He looks up at you. You look at Jean. Jean nods his head and gives you a thumbs up. You take that as saying everything is fine. Thank you for the release spell and thank you for eating Madeleines out of the trash. It was highly effective, but now I have lots of batter to make. And very little time. And while I would love to share my delicious baked goods with my favorite witch in training... Okay, maybe that's pushing it, but... I need to focus right now. Please come back at a later time. You have a small nod of understanding. You leave the cafe with an empty stomach, but a full heart. Can't wait to taste even more of the Madeleines. I'm so glad that Jean's recipe worked out. This feeling again. Jade. Crystal of success and grounding. I can see how that would suit Jean. Yeah, I'll add it to my grimoire. Awesome. So we've got Devon and we've got Ruth. We need to talk to Ruth first. You approach to Ruth's office. Wonder how the memory incense worked. It seemed like Ruth found the walking meditation helpful too. You knock on the door. Ruth, are you busy? Andy, I'm busy, but that doesn't mean that I don't have time to chat. How are you doing? I came here to ask you that. You seem to be in pretty good spirits. I am. I woke up this morning full of energy. Perhaps our little trip up the mountain helped with that. Have you used the memory incense yet? No, actually. I wanted to practice a bit more of what you taught me the other day. Even so, I think getting everything off my chest over the last couple of days and taking small breaks from things, it's all left me feeling unexpectedly rejuvenating. I suppose knowing what I want has given me some more motivation. Nisha and I have already been discussing all the places I should visit. And of course, Mel is starting to make post-festival plans too. Never stops, that one. Who knew a young witch could have such a big impact on our small village? I do what I do. As you do. Honestly, I was a little worried in the beginning, but I knew Margie had her reasons for sending you. You really think my Gran planned this? Planned may have been a strong term, but she probably saw it as an opportunity. I get the feeling that Gran I know is different from the one that you know. Yeah, that's possibly true. Your family is known for being rather strict. Perhaps Margie saw a bit of herself in you, and wanted you to have the option to go down a different path from the one she took. I don't know what path that is. Well, maybe it's just the one that sent you here. But I don't have to leave. Suddenly, you hear the footsteps running down the hall. Thumbtack says, wait, are your potions and oils snake oils or are they magic? You're giving a lot of great advice to the recipients. Yes, that is true. I'm giving a lot of different great advice to the recipients. The potions and stuff do work according to the game's logic. They do. But they don't always work in the way people expect them to work, is the thing. And then the great advice given is just kind of a benefit that happened only after I stopped trying to rely purely on magic and instead started getting to know people and started to find out what it is they really want and need. So I think it's a bit of both. I think it's definitely a bit of both. Thumbtack says, oh, that makes sense. I love that. So do I. It's like a really nice added bonus to the meaning, I think. Suddenly you hear footsteps running down the hall. Mayor, we have a crisis! Oh, Andy. Sorry, am I interrupting something? Nope. I think we're just wrapping things up. Yeah. Okay, good, because you better come quick. The napkins just got delivered and they are not the ones that I specified. Alright, I'm coming. See you later, Andy. Yep. Ooh, more crystals. This feeling again. Is this selenite? That's the crystal for wisdom and unblocking energy. Yeah, that'd be a good addition to Ruth's enchanted bosom. Let me take note of it in my grimoire. Now for our beloved Devon. I wonder how Devon's meeting with Ruth and Mel went the other day. They seemed confident enough. You knock on the music studio's door. Andy, I'm so glad that you're here. Whoa, did I do something? Yes, you've helped me big time. The countdown meditation along with the confidence spell, it really worked. Ruth and Mel loved the song that I composed. Really? That's great to hear, though I won't give myself too much credit for that. You're the one who wrote the song after all. Yeah, but without your help, I would have been too nervous about playing it properly, you know? Oh, Devon. You're too sweet. It's true though. I don't really know what I would have done without you. Or what I'm gonna do without you. Devon, Andy, you go first. No, you! It's just these past few weeks have been really great, even with their ups and downs. I was about to say the same thing. But let's not focus on the sad stuff just yet. We've still got a few days, and then there's the festival. What's left for you to do before the festival? Well, now the song's got approved, the musicians need to practice it. I don't think that'll be too hard though, they all seem pretty skilled. I also offered to help finalize the lineup and run the stage for the festival. Wow. You're gonna run the whole show. Devon, the sovereign of the stage. Oh, jeez. That's a bit too much. Besides, this really is just about the musicians and Flora. I'm pretty excited though. It feels really great to bring all the musicians together. Thumbtack says, witch or therapist? You are multi-role in the town. I am absolutely. Witch and therapist. Thank you very much. I can do both. I think that we're going to capture the spirit of Flora with our music. Together. It's really great seeing you this excited. Well, we'll see how I feel the day of. I think that you're gonna be just fine. As an artist, I feel like I should want to be the center of attention. And then there's the expectation that I should constantly be putting myself out there. But it's so exhausting that I spend all my time stressing out about it. I could be working on composing or collaborating with other musicians instead, you know? I don't get why making art never actually feels like it's about making art. Does that make sense? I think so. Basically, you want to make music without all the other stuff. I just want to study witchcraft without all my family's expectations. Those expectations are made up anyway. And for some reason, they all just seem to accept it. None of them seem happy about it either. Yeah, that's exactly it. I was kind of amazed when I was honest with everyone at the full moon ritual. Everyone was just alright with it. Never had that happen before. Usually I get told if I don't do things exactly this way that I'll never make it. But you know what? I think that's nonsense. Yeah. I'm liking the rebel energy. I'm feeling fired up. So maybe I should calm down a little. There's still the festival to focus on. I should probably be getting back to the music too. Got lots to do and only a few days left. Yep, let's do our best. Purple! This feeling again. This time it's the amethyst. It'd be perfect for Devon's locket. Amethyst has protective qualities and helps quiet the mind. So if they don't have time for a countdown meditation, the amethyst could help instead. Let me write this down. Okay, so we got some money. Perfect. We've chatted to everybody today, so let's go check out that sale. Looking to purchase some items. Oh, did you get my letter? Does that mean you're here to buy my antiques? I sure hope it is. I'm thinking of doing a bit of rebranding after the festival. Maybe something like Jamina's Common Goods, nothing exciting sold here. Not that I'm glad that you've been a loyal customer during your stay, but I need more than one customer to keep the shop open. And that's enough for me. Enjoy the low prices. Yes! I can afford everything! Gosh dang it. Thank you. Thank you. And you. And you. And you. And you. Brilliant. Shopping spree is the achievement unlocked. I'll also buy a few of these, I think. Because otherwise, I'm going to run out pretty soon. And if I need anything else, I can always come back. Yes, I already bought all of those. So I've got everything that I need. Buy out the shop. I will. I've already taken care of what's going on in the garden. Perfect. So that all pans out quite well, I believe. Let's see. Okay, ordering these. What about in the grimoire? We've got these villages. Perfect. Look, we've got all of the bits and pieces colored for these two at least. These three technically. Because Ruth needs selenite. So that means I can make those elements. Devon needed a locket, right? That's jade. Okay. Well, villagers. Jean needs that. Devon needs amethyst. Do I have an amethyst? I think I do. Let's go and check if I've got an amethyst, actually. First, we'll check with Ramsey to see if there's nothing else. You got a shiny thing for me? One crow treat coming up. Oh! This place really does have a lot of crystals. What's it this time? Selenite! Perfect! This crystal always reminded me of the moon. What a lovely shade of white. I'm definitely using this later. Thanks again, Ramsey. Beautiful. And we've got some that can go on the altar now. I guess I can't put all of them down. But I can swap some things around as I see fit. I don't have that one, but I have this one. Perfect. Got some things on the altar, that's nice. Alright, so that's everything for this day cycle. Let's change our clothes first. I feel like getting dressed into something else. Ooh, the long dress. The red dress, cape, cap on top. I think the long dress. And we'll go with crooked hat number 2. Why not? Floral earrings. Done. Dun, dun, dun. Friends with Ruth. Achievement unlocked. How beautiful. Friends with Ruth. Friends with Ruth. Alright. Hey Ramsey, I want to talk a little more about that idea that I mentioned to you yesterday. Huh? You know how I've had those strange feelings after talking to folks, like sensing colors and stuff? Well, I was thinking about crafting some enchanted items and incorporating what I've been sensing. You know, to help them even after we've left. You think that's a good idea? What? It's what good witches do. Yeah, I know it's extra effort. I'm not trying to assert my magical skills at all. I just want to help, for real. Cool. Yeah, and I already got some idea on what to craft. I've been thinking about it for a while now, but I only just realized it. But I wanted to see if it was an actually good idea first. Cool. Thanks, Ramsey. Let's enchant some items. Time to write those ideas down in the grimoire. Alright, time to write them down. Recipes, orders. Plants, inventory, the locket, journal, besom, hourglass teapot, candle holder. Maybe we could use an enchanted bosom. Let's see. Thumbtack says, that reminds me of people who see shapes and colors from music or sounds. Soup says, synesthesia. Yes, synesthesia. Very much so, actually. Reminds me a lot of that as well. I wasn't thinking about it too much. But now that you mention it, enchanting items. Enchanting an item is similar to crafting a spell. If you have the item to enchant, it appears on the altar once you click the character portrait in the grimoire. You should also see the ingredient symbols in the recipe box. Use these symbols to identify which ingredients you need, but there's one special ingredient. A crystal. Click on the golden bowl to cycle through the crystals in your inventory. The correct one should match the color of the icon. Ooh! Okay, plants first, I guess. So, roses are red. Then for that specific purple, we need alliums. Then we'll need some yarrow. And we need something in the golden bowl. Selenite. Yes. Enchanted besom. Ooh, that looks pretty. Thumbtack says that's the one. What a mystical ability. I wonder if that would be like a good thing to feel a lot of the time or a not so great one. Because I kind of get that sensation with like, although it's not quite synesthesia, I don't think. It's kind of like a taste for what people's voices sound like. It's kind of like a taste and texture. Each individual person kind of has a different thing my brain automatically associates with their voices. So they all get something completely different. But I don't know if that's like the same as synesthesia in a lot of cases, since I haven't heard anyone talk about that one before, so let's go Enchanted Journal. This time we'll need some lavender. And we need, I think it's gonna be the arrow again. Yes, calendula and greenish crystal. Green crystal. Alright, that should be good. Let's see. Thumbtack says I was reading up on it. Synesthesia is a fancy name for when you experience one of your senses through another. So if your tasting voices is the same. Oh, cool. Well, in my case, if it's a terrible taste, yes, it can be a really terrible one. But for the most part, it's not too bad. I just don't I don't talk to people that have garbage tasting voices. I don't know. It sounds rude to say, but like, I just can't. I hope my voice isn't a bad taste. It's not super like, it's like, how do I explain that one? It's kind of like sour grape nerds. That's the best way that I can describe it, because it's kind of like pebbly at the same time as having like this extra sweetness and kind of like a slightly artificial taste to it, but like not in a bad way. That's the best way I could describe it. So Thumbtack says, well, it's not sickly, that's what matters. That's true. Soup, I've told you what yours is. I've told you yours. Yours is like a really thick, rich, like dark, hot chocolate with extra marshmallows that's really silky. And sort of like smooth and warm. But it's like that peak temperature of hot chocolate where it's just like warm enough to drink, but still be really hot. So it's like that. Soup says, oh yeah, I got that smooth voice. Yes. And then Vols is like a, Vols is specifically, oh, what was it? Vols one was like a really odd one. Because I had not had anything even close to that before. You know those like ice cream fairy floss burritos that you can get sometimes at like you see sometimes on TikTok? It was one of those, but with tons of pop rocks in the fairy floss layer. So that way it like crackles and pops each time that you try and eat it. Then also it's like sweet, and then the pops just like surprise you because you're expecting like the fairy floss just to melt in your mouth. And then the pop rocks leave like a really funny taste, like aftertaste. And it's like, haha, gotcha, bitch. That's pretty much Vol's voice. Thumbtack says, well, now I want to pay you to describe each of my friends. You may regret that. I don't control what voice goes to what person, unfortunately, or what I think that their voices sound like. I've had some people get a little annoyed when I don't give them something very pleasant. But it's not like I can control it. Like, there was one person, I think as a kid, who asked me. I would have been like 9, I think, at the time. And I told them that they had like a mixture of paper pulp and sand grains getting in the mouth as like what their voice sounded like. And that's why I didn't like talking to them too much. And it was just, you can imagine what that wouldn't end well. And of course, as like an 8 or 9-year-old, you don't necessarily have the best filter. So we tried. Let's see. Thumbtack says, "Oh, I wouldn't want falsities, but I get your point." Yeah, exactly. Soup says, "Okay, I'm gonna head off. I hope the rest of the stream goes well." Oh, thank you, Soup. I appreciate you dropping by. Hopefully you are well and take care of yourself while you're doing other bits and pieces. So yeah. You have a good evening, dearest. Thumbtack says bye. Yes, bye indeed. But yeah, so obviously you can see why that would potentially be somewhat problematic. I'm not saying that it would be problematic in all cases, because it really does depend voice to voice and day to day as to what thing is what for what reason. But if it is something a bit unusual, you need to make sure that they have at least a sense of humor about it all. I wouldn't want anyone getting upset over it just because like my brain does a random thing. Yeah, none of these need a chip. Let's see. Thumbtack says you're mystical, Andy. Thanks for sharing with us. That's okay. I appreciate the compliment. I like sharing the little bits that go on in my brain from time to time. Not all of it makes a lot of sense, but you know, it is present. As far as other people goes, I don't know how everyone experiences like synesthesia and stuff. But that's at least for me. That's what mine is. I didn't even realize that that was what it was, to be honest. Like you heard me figuring it out like live, so I was just thinking I was like doing weird stuff because people had always described like synesthesia as colors and stuff, so not necessarily like tasting somebody's voice. Okay, there we go. Transfer that across. Selected those. Perfect. Village. Thumbtack says, "Well, I'm glad to be a part of that naming of your quirk. Thank you. It is much appreciated. I have different bits and pieces that I don't necessarily know what they are until somebody mentions a word and then I'm like, that's the thing. That's that thing. Okay, now I understand exactly what's going on in life." And then go on a bit of a research spree. So I'll probably do a bit of a research spree after the stream and just go, I wonder how many other people have like this presentation of it. Because it's always interesting finding out when there's when it's a set thing. You can try and figure out how many more other people have the same style of version of it that you do. I'm just going to drink some water because you all should hydrate as well. Let's give this besom to Ruth. I hope she likes it. I've never made something like this for someone before for anyone else. Or anything like this to begin with. You walk up to Ruth's office and knock on the door. "Andy, hello, sorry, I'm about to head to a last-minute meeting. Is everything alright?" "Yes. I just wanted to give you this." You hand Ruth the besom. She holds it tenderly in her hands. "Andy, this is wonderful. What do I owe you for this?" "Oh, nothing. It's a gift. Well, a goodbye present, really, since the festival's almost over and all. You can use it to clean off energies from a room, so I figured that you could take it with you on your travels." "Of course I will." "Oh goodness, I wish I didn't have this meeting. It seems so rude to run off now." "Well, it's not a trouble, really. I understand that there's a lot to get done before the Flora Festival." "This truly is such a lovely gift." "Well, we're very lucky to have you." "Thanks. I should get running now, though. I can't wait for the harvest ritual you have planned for us." Aww, look at us go! Let's go talk to Devin next. Thumbtack says, well, I'm drinking coffee, but I'll get water after. Well, enjoy your coffee. What kind of coffee have you got? Time to give Devin this locket. I really hope they like it. You walk up to the music studio and knock on the door. Andy, I don't have a lot of time, but... Oh, no worries. I just made you something. Give the enchanted locket. Devin holds up the locket. Wow, this is... Devin puts on the locket. You said you wanted something to help you remember to stay calm, so... I made this with you in mind. I hope you... I love it! Devin gives you a big hug. I wish I wasn't so busy with last minute things, or else we could... It's alright, really. I'm definitely going to wear this tomorrow, and the day after that, and the day after that. I'm glad you like it, but I'll let you get back to your work now. I've got to mentally prepare for tomorrow too. Yeah, the harvest ritual, right? Yep. And then it all comes to a close. Well, I'll see you around then. I might have time before the festival to hang out if you want. I'll let you know. Bye. Wow, they really like the locket. I'm really glad I met Devin, but all things come to an end. Friends with Devin. I hope Jean likes this journal. You walk up to the cafe. It still says closed, but the lights are on, so you know that Jean's inside. Thumbtack says Australiano from Macca's and a dirty chai that they have with wattle seeds. Super yum. Ooh, I don't think we have those at my Macca's at the minute. I'm gonna have to double check. Like, I know the dirty chai we do, but I don't know about the Australiano. That's news to me. What's in the Australiano? What makes it that? Is he still making it batter? You walk up to the kitchen, and yes, you do indeed hear Jean making even more batter. I suppose the more Madeleines, the merrier. You poke your head through the kitchen door. Jean looks up at you and gives you another thumbs up. Hold up the journal. Eugene sees the journal and stops mixing and walks over to you. What's this? It's for you! Jean takes the journal and flips through the pages. It's so you can write down all your thoughts and stuff, like if you're stuck on a recipe. Or mad at another critic. Anything, really. I see. It's also a goodbye present. Goodbye? Yeah, I'm leaving after the festival, so... Well, that's right. Jean continues to look through the journal. This is good work. You're gonna make an excellent witch. Was that a... Did you just compliment me? Am I actually your favorite witch? You're the only witch I know. So favorite by default. Ah! I need to get back to the battle. Of course you do. It's fine, I'll get out of here. But you better save some of those Madeleines for me. Jean nods his head. You leave the cafe. I'm Jean's favorite witch. I'm Jean's favorite witch. Friends with Jean. I'm making friends, everybody. I can do it. I'm making friends. Thumbtack says you should ask. It's in Queensland. The Australiano is specifically the wattle seed, but I'm not sure on everything else. Maybe I'll Google it. I might do that later. You approach the festival grounds. Everything seems to be running smoothly. I wonder how the affirmation forgive oil combo worked out for Jonas. You spot Jonas and Caesar over by the stage. Hey, Andy. Woof, woof. What's up? I was just stopping by to ask how yesterday went. Oh, let's take a seat back over there. You and Jonas walk over to a bench and sit. Things seem to be going pretty well around here. Yeah, for sure. I was worried for a moment, to be honest. We were still getting stuff done after my freak out, but it was just awkward. Jonas grows serious. Thank you. Huh? I mean, sure, but why? The spell, duh. Oh, right, of course. Isn't that why you came here to begin with, to see how it worked? I guess you're right. I had a lot of people give up on me in the past. But you worked with me on those affirmations, and I practiced the affirmations as you told me to do. When I felt ready, I used the oil and called a meeting. I was really nervous and all, but then I explained everything. No one was mad. Like, at me? The crew could tell something was up after that day, but they didn't want to bring it up till I seemed ready. Obviously, I apologized because lashing out like I did is never okay. But then I explained needing space and getting overwhelmed, especially when I'm uncomfortable. And we all agreed to communicate better about our needs and that we should keep an eye out for each other. That, I think, is the best possible outcome we could have gotten for that. It was the first time we've experienced something like this. People actually listening. Other than Jean and Mel, of course. One of my crew members mentioned she was also feeling on edge too. Because of the festival, the pressure for it to do well, then everyone else started talking about it too. Before I knew it, we were all talking about how much we wanted the Flora Leaf Festival to succeed. And how to do we all wanted to do our best. I've never rallied on people like that before. It felt almost cleansing. Wait, did you accidentally give me a cleansing spell? Those are things, right? No, I didn't. But it's so grown up now. Yeah, I kinda am, aren't I? Just wait until I tell Mel. Jade's gonna be super proud. But to be honest, there's no way I could have done this without you. My magic only does half the work. But that's still half. It feels like so much has happened over these past 2 weeks. Even if the festival ends up not meeting expectations, a lot has changed for the better because of you. I know I've been better since meeting you. You're definitely becoming a better leader. We still have to see if I become a better witch. All that's left is the festival. I keep thinking that there's more, but there isn't. There's what comes after the festival. Oh yeah, but I don't really want to think about that, since you'll be... My goodness. You're a good friend. You too. I guess I should get back to work now. Don't want all your magic to go to waste. I should get going too. See you later? Yep, bye! What's this? Celestine. Is this the last ingredient for Jonah's candle holder? I think so. Guess that makes sense. It's calming and provides clarity and aids in communication. Yeah, I think that'd be a perfect addition. Let me write it in the grimoire. Perfect. Then we just need Nisha and Mel. You walk up to the studio and knock on the door. I wonder if the tarot reading helped Nisha at all. Come in. You look around the studio. It looks like chaos, but not like fibbly nibbly chaos. You seem like you're in a good mood. Yeah! I've been figuring out the community mural idea that I pitched at the full moon ritual. I think it'd be really great to have everyone in the village add something to the wall. Something to remind us that we're a community, even if there isn't a festival. What do you think? I've never coordinated a community event before. A community art experiment. I love it. Ah, I thought you would. Of course, I'll still have to manage it. Make sure no one draws anything inappropriate. Right now, I'm just trying to figure out what supplies I need. If I need anything, Mel wants the order to be in by the end of today, and that's why the studio is looking like such a mess. Makes sense. And, how are the other things going? You mean with the... Yeah. Let's take a quick walk to the beach. You sure you have time? Well, not really, but the beach talks might be coming to an end soon, so... Well, let's head out then. You and Nisha walk around to the beach for maybe the last. Well, it's best not to think about it, isn't it? Race you! You take off running. Not so fast! Nisha runs after you. When you get to the beach, both of you are out of breath. I won! No, I did. Honestly, I don't really care. I just need to sit down and catch my breath. Me too. You and Nisha sit on some rocks. So, the Fibbly Nibblies have been oddly quiet. I've been trying to talk to them, not using magic or anything, more just thinking out loud so they can chime in if they want. Who knows, maybe after the last blow up they exhausted themselves too. They could also be feeling guilty for the mess. That would be a first. Though you could be right. But I need them to respond to me if we're going to fix our relationship. It feels great being this energized about art again. I wish I could feel this way all the time. Don't we all? Right? Sometimes I wonder if it's worth turning your passions into work. The highs are so high, but the lows. Maybe completely burnt out. Then you add spiteful spirits on top of it. It's not actually fair. When I got home, I went instantly into push away mode, which is why they acted so poorly. It's hard to figure out the right thing to do when you're exhausted. At least the festival's almost here. Yeah, and that'll be a lot of things off my mind for sure. These talks have been super helpful over these past few weeks. I'm kinda gonna miss them. Me too. But we can't get depressed right before the festival, right? Right. Aisha stands up proudly and looks towards the ocean. This festival's gonna be a huge success. The Fibbly Nibblies and I are gonna be friends again. Bran is gonna travel the world finally, and Andy will become the most famous Von Teasel there ever was. Oh, I don't know about that last one, but I'll hopefully be at least completing my training. I think I'm gonna cut this speech chat a little short. I don't want my creative energy to go to waste. Neither do I. Good luck with the final preparations. Bye! We look out at the ocean. Final beach chat, huh? Whatever this feeling is that I'm feeling right now, I'm not liking it very much. It's been nice getting to know Nisha these past weeks. I wish there was something I could add to her teapot to help her. Ooh! That's it! The citrine Gramsci gave me! Orange citrine helps with both clarity and manifestations. Yes, it's perfect! Let me just jot that down in my grimoire. Alright, last one's left. Talk to Mel. Time to check on Mel. I know I've said this before, but please let her be okay. You walk up to Mel's office. You see her sitting at her desk. She actually does seem... Andy, good to see you. Wow, this might be the first time I've seen you not freaking out, exhausted, sick, or hiding. Yeah, you may be right about that. Sorry, that was rude. No, it's true. But I think thanks to the visualization exercises we did in the boundaries charm. Oh, did you use it? Mm-hmm. After you left, I actually went through the visualization exercise again. And then this morning I held a meeting with the finalized plans and redelegated some tasks. Honestly, I was still worried about people thinking I was lazy or avoiding work by delegating, but I held strong. And no one seemed angry. They appreciated I had a much clearer vision of how things should run. Which I guess isn't surprising, but still. Though I do have a question for you. Sure. Did you really write down all those rituals for Cosmopolitan? Oh. Yes, there was this one. Not all of them. Stay silent. Not all of them. But Von Eslet ended up becoming a little more popular than I intended. I guess my genius is maybe a little bit too much. It's not that I'm mad. Well, I am a little mad. But I just feel so silly for falling for it. Really shouldn't. Yes, I should, because you're right about magic. I was just looking for a quick fix or something to help me cope. I didn't want to take the time to actually deal with what was wrong. I don't think you're being entirely fair on yourself. And I did partly write the rituals to make fun of people, which wasn't very nice. No, of course, but I feel like I hold some responsibility for my actions. I love this village, Jean and Jonas. I want nothing more than to see them succeed. Then I can't forget about myself or my well-being. I want to be successful too, which is why I think I might try to find a teacher after the festival. Not that I want to be a full-fledged witch like you, but you've inspired me to find someone to guide me on their practice. So when I feel like I'm getting a little lost, I know how to refocus. Especially if I'm to become the mayor. What do you think? I could teach you something. I think you've taught me enough. Besides, you have your own training to worry about. Yeah, I don't think I'm really ready to take on any pupils just yet. It's a shame you're only here for 2 weeks. Maybe once you're done your training, you should come... You see Mel take a quick look at the clock. Next meeting! Oh, I'm so sorry, Andy. I've got to run. Some things never change. I suppose they don't. I'll see you later, okay? Yep, bye. Pink! This feeling. This rose quartz is a crystal of love, both for yourself and others. It would work perfectly for Mel's hourglass. Let me jot it down. Alright, we've got the last ingredients. Let us go and make those last items. Perfect. It's all filled out. Let's go see Ramsey. Perfect. Flora says, hello! Hello, Clara. You've tuned in just in time. We're about to go to the festival. The Flora Festival will be this stream. So, how's it going, Clara? How's it going? How are you, friend? Huh? This is the last crystal? One treat growing up. Oh, oh. Yes, I promise to give you treats even if you don't give me crystals in return. Citrine. Wow, this one's gorgeous too. Orange is such an energizing color, don't you think? Thanks for finding all these crystals for me, Ramsey. They'll be good souvenirs. Except that we're going to give them away. We collected all the crystals. We got the achievement. Woo! Alright. Let us go to orders. So the orders for these ones I think will pop up tomorrow morning. Perfect. So, we're at the festival. Is this days? Yep. There we go. End the day. Clara says, I'm going pretty good. I'm just painting for the moment. How are you going? Not too bad. I'm enjoying the stream so far. I'm really enjoying getting to learn more about the individual characters. And we got a lot of actually let's start with Mel. We got a lot of different self-regulation techniques. So the game's been teaching us about how to regulate our own emotions, which is really interesting. I didn't think that was what it was going to do. However, I am enjoying it. What kind of painting were you having a look at? Thumbtack says, ooh, what's being painted? Or is it artwork? Clara says, ooh, that sounds really handy. Yeah, feel free to go back through the VODs and stuff if you want, Clara. They're up on YouTube, like I said earlier. So you can have a look whenever you like. Mel could use some enchanted hourglasses, so I'll do that. We'll do some pea flowers and hollyhocks. Where's the hollyhock? Well, then we need the pink one. Let's make ourselves the hourglass. An enchanted hourglass. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's so pretty. I love it. Let's go for villages. Orders. Jonas. Enchanted candlestick. Okay. Enchanted candlestick. We'll go view. I believe plants. That is right. That's that. And that one. And then we need the hollyhock as well. Perfecto. Then the blue one. Click. Let's see. Clara says it is a painting of a woman from behind, in the shower from behind. It's above waist, so it's not really nude or anything. I'm painting it on a piece of plastic, which I'll then press onto a piece of paper to make a print. That's really cool. I love that. Let us know when it's finished and maybe chuck it into the Discord. I'd love to see it. Speaking of the Discord, for those that have been enjoying the streams the last couple of weeks and have been hanging around, whether you're lurking or otherwise, feel free to join our Discord. I go hang out in there usually once a week at least, and I'll chuck some messages or something in there. Everybody's really lovely and friendly over there too, so even if you just want to get to know some really lovely new people, everybody's nice and friendly, and I'm sure that maybe if you want to join, we could all get on. So yeah, feel free to join the Discord if you like. Alright, so those are my orders for the day. Perfect. Village. Let's go talk to Mel. Time to give Mel the hourglass. I really hope she likes it. You walk up to Mel's office and go open the door when all of a sudden... Ouch! Ouch! You and Mel collide as she bursts out of her office. Oh my goodness, Andy, I'm so sorry. It's alright, I think I'll survive. I'm running to another meeting. Is there something that you need? I have this for you. Give her the enchanted hourglass. Andy, this is beautiful. Did you make this? Yeah. I decorated the hourglass with things that reminded me of you. It's supposed to help you make time to focus on yourself or whatever. I don't know what to say. It's okay. It's just a little gift, really. You know, for dealing with me these past 2 weeks. Let me put this on my desk. I'm so sorry I have to run. Don't worry, I know that everyone's busy right now. I need to get ready for the harvest ritual too, so... Of course, we're all looking forward to it. See you at the festival? Yep. Friends with Mel! Yay! Let's go to Nisha. You walk up to the studio and knock on the door. Oh, Andy. I'm so sorry, but I'm actually kind of busy right now. Oh. Come back later. I guess I need to come back to last? Look at Jonas. Trying to give Jonas this candle holder. You see Jonas at the festival grounds. Things seem pretty hectic, but it's really coming together. Jonas! Andy! What's up? I don't have a lot of time right now. No problem. I just want to give you this. Wow, are you sure this is for me? This is like really, really fancy. You like it? Oh, jeez. Yes, of course. I just never owned something like this before. I don't have anything for you though. Don't worry about it. Just thought it'd be a nice souvenir so you don't forget about me. All the ingredients are things that came to me as we talked over the past few weeks. I figured I'd put them on a candle holder to use whenever you practice your affirmations. Oh, whenever, really? I don't know. I just wanted to give you... Hey, Andy, I really appreciate it. I really do. I'm glad. Jonas! Ugh, we gotta go. Sorry again for not having so much time to chat. I may have a bit more time later, though. We should be wrapped up building everything by tonight. That's great. I'll see if I can stop by later then. Awesome. See you. Bye. Friends with Jonas. Okay, so because she said to come back later, I'm going to attempt to tidy up my garden first. Just to make sure that that's all done. Because maybe it wants me to finish off the last of this first. Sparkly water. Beautiful. Quick tappity tap. One more garden bed and then we'll try again. Okay. Then back to the village, I suppose. Nisha. You walk up to the studio and knock on the door. Oh, Andy. I'm so sorry, but I'm actually kind of busy right now. Okay. What is it that I need to do then? Go to the shop? I don't have much I can do there. It is saving. So I'm guessing it's saving for a reason. I can't go into other people's houses. I can't do that. Or that. The only one I can do is talk to Nisha. Alright. Try talk to Ramsey then, I guess? Some text says this point and click, this garden system works well for a point and click. It does indeed. I like it a lot. Treat time? Treat time. That's enough for today. Gran says too many treats are bad for your beak. Alright, how are we doing for... How are we doing on preparation? Anything I've missed? Still got orders to fill? I've checked in on everyone for today. Great, thanks for your help though. What should I do without you? Okay, so I've still got an order to fill. I thought I had made everything already. Oh wait, Nisha's order. That's it, the teapot. I had to finish the teapot. I suppose it didn't end up counting. So that's those two. Once. Rosemary. Got the yellow. Need alliums. And the citrine. That makes sense as to why I was struggling. There we go. Vol says, my brain keeps playing It's Just a Cigarette, It Cannot Be That Bad song. Oh wow. I mean, it's interesting at least. Why do you reckon that it's playing that one over and over? I don't know. Flora says, hey Vol, hey. How do? Alright, let's drop off this teapot. I really hope that Nisha likes it. You walk up to the studio and knock on the door. Oh, Andy. I'm so sorry, but I'm actually kind of busy right now. Oh, well, I wanted to give you this. Have a teapot. What's this? Do you like it? It's beautiful. You really didn't have to. It's partly a goodbye present. It's also something to help you mend your relationship with the Fiddly Nibblies. I figured tea is a nice thing that brings people together. So whenever you're in the studio, you can make some for yourself and the Nibblies. And as an offering. Andy, I'm honestly speechless. Thank you so much. I'll let you get back to work now, though. Yeah, sorry, I'm so busy. I'll have a little more time later, though, if you want to talk again. Good luck with the final preparations. You too. I'm friends with everyone. I have friends. Alright, end the day. That's the last thing I needed to do there. Sarah says it's TikTok. Of course it's TikTok. TikToks once again. Do I have any plans for today? Not really, why? Yeah, I know the festival's tomorrow, but we all have to do is say some words. Not that I plan on just saying whatever, but still. We'll have to see how much the village was able to pull everything together. Do I plan on going to the festival? I mean, I guess. I have to for the ritual, right? That's not what you mean. Well, what do you mean then? Like for fun? That is a thing I can do. And I've never been to a festival before. Yeah, that sounds like fun. I should ask someone to go with me if I feel close enough for them. Yes! A date! A date with Devin! We win! Like on a date? I guess I could do that, but I need to massively mentally prepare for that. What if they say no? That's alright. Yeah, it is. But I'll think about it. Yep, and it's always okay to decide to go with a friend too. Yes, I like that as a thing. Thank you. We can go as platonically or as date. I want the date, but you can also go platonically. I love that. I guess I know my plans for today then. Date time. Date time. Date time. Date time. I know who I'm going with on a date. Ask Devin to the festival. Farah says, TikTok could always be a bitch duck. Yes, it does. Farah says, hey, daytime. Paul says, I really want a Dunsparce and a Dunsparce and get a final evolution of Dunsparce. Dunsparce. Vol says, friend dates are a thing. I agree. They are. Although I don't know if I've been on a friend date before. You've got this, Andy. You walk up to the music studio. Oh, hello, Andy. How are the preparations going? Oh no, are they going really bad? Is there any way I can help? Come on, Andy, you can do it. You want to go to the festival together? As more than friends? Like, on a date? Yes! Really? Yes, really. That'll make me so happy. I don't know if I'll be able to focus the rest of today. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. It's fine, really. Now I'm excited about tomorrow. Though our date will have to be in the morning before the performances start. Then I'll have to help backstage. Of course, I'll have to prepare for the ritual too. Let's meet at the festival grounds tomorrow then. Sure thing, I'll see you there. Yes, I've got a date. I've got a date. I've got a date. Wee-hoo, wee-hoo, wee-hoo. Just wait till I tell Ramsey. I will. Ramsey, your bird. I got myself a date. I got enough game to get bitches. It's treat time? Okay, okay. One treat for you. Alright, do I have to check in on everybody today, or is that new? I already gave you one today, Ramsey. How are we doing on preparations? Anything I missed? Full orders done for the day? Checked in on everyone? Fantastic. So let us attend the festival, shall we? End the day. Alright. Today's the day, Ramsey. Trying to see if all of our hard work's paid off. I suppose this means it's our last day in Flora too. Oh. Yeah, I don't know how I feel either. I do look forward to a peaceful life. It is strange. I didn't think my time here would affect me so much. I believe it's nearly over. But we shouldn't be thinking about such sad things on a day like today. Because I have a date with Devon. My first date ever! And my last one, at least for a while, once we get back to Gren's solitary cottage. No thinking about that today, Ramsey. But today we have fun. Then perform a ritual, then see if the Harvest Festival is a complete failure or not. Oh no, what have I got myself into? Paul says Snowy's having a tantrum because I sent him out and he nipped at me. Help! Well, tell the old man to stop being crotchety, otherwise I'll come over and like boop him on the snoot. That's right, keep it together. Flora and my friends are depending on me. I guess all that's left is to head to the festival grounds at Town Square. Gotta head to the festival. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Everybody's here! Let's go! You head to Town Square to meet up with Devon. When you get there, you see them pacing backwards and forth. Is everything okay? Andy, yes, in fact, I'm so excited that I can't sit still. First we have our date, then there's all the music. I think I'm gonna... Devon looks like they're about to... you don't even know what. Okay, I think we need to get going. Maybe going on our date will help burn off some of this energy. I think that's a good idea. Where to first? Let me think. Let's get ice cream. Yeah, I love ice cream. You and Devon run over to the ice cream stand. This is so cute. Just look at all these flavors. How do I even choose? I have an idea. How about I get two and you get two and we can share? Yes, that sounds amazing. You and Devon get your ice cream and sit on a bench. You take turns eating each other's ice cream. I think I like yours a little more. Well, then I think I like yours a little more. Well then here, you have the rest. Devon takes a big spoonful of their ice cream and holds it in front of your mouth. You take a huge bite. Then you should have the rest of mine too. You take a huge spoonful of your ice cream and hold it in front of Devon's mouth, and they take a bite. Now you have ice cream all over your face. What? So do you. You both at the same time reach for napkins to wipe the ice cream off each other's faces. Suddenly, you both realize how close your faces are to each other. Devon leans in a little bit closer. Then they jump back. We should figure out what to do next. Yeah, we should. Yeah, let's get on a boat in the lake or play games. Play games first. Yes! Games! You see a fire light up in Devon's eyes. Do you like games? Like them? I love them. Jeez, maybe Devin didn't need spells this entire time. Maybe you should have made them games. Honestly, fair. Vol said, game of text, game text, spoonful of ice cream. Vol, game picture, code. Yes, I know. Well, maybe they had the little spoons of ice cream to feed to each other. Like the little spoons things that were on the side, just in case you didn't want to like lick the entire thing. I don't know. How do you even make games? I don't know anything about games, so... Well, then let's start with this one. It's my favorite. Devin takes off and you chase after them. They stop in front of a shooting game. What's this? Devin takes out the gun and before you can even blink, they shoot down every single can. The person running the games hands Devin a huge stuffed rabbit as a prize. It's for you! Wait, you get prizes? Of course. Then let's win them all. You and Devin run from game to game and they win every single one. Why isn't Devin a professional game player? Before you know it, both your arms are so full of prizes you can't play any more games. Ugh. What did we do with all of these? I know. Devin walks over to some children and starts handing out the prizes. You decide to do the same. As quickly as you gained all the prizes, you've given them away. Devin takes your hand. Who needs prizes anyway? So where to next? Last stop, the boat on the lake. Boats are so peaceful. Let's get one then. You and Devin head to the lake to rent a boat. Here, let me paddle. Devin paddles the boat out to the center of the lake. You can view the whole festival from out here, yet it feels so far away. Devin comes over and sits next to you. You take their hand and put your head on their shoulder. I think I feel my boundless energy wearing off. Now I feel like staying here with you forever. I wish we could stay here too. Guess after the festival... Devin's voice trails off. You know what they're thinking. Let's not think about post-festival stuff right now. Yeah, you're right. But you know, you're both thinking about post-festival stuff right now. We sit in silence for a moment, just holding each other. Time's probably up soon. We should go back. And figure out what we want to do next. You're right. No, the performances are starting soon. I should probably head over to the stage. I'll walk over with you then. You and Devin make your way to the festival stage. Guess it's time for me to get to work. Did you see the list of musicians that we managed to get together for today? Devin leads you backstage and shows you the list stapled to the wall. It's a pretty long list of musical acts. I'm hoping people find them all pretty representative of all the music that Flora has to offer. This is the group that I worked with to compose the song I wrote for the festival. It's hard to believe that today's the day. Yeah, it's crazy looking around and seeing how much is going on. I almost thought that we weren't going to pull it off. Me too. I'm also kind of sad today's the day since we both have to leave after today. I had a lot of fun with you today. I just wish I could go on even more dates with you. Me too. Mel asked if I'd like to teach music here after school. I told her I thought I'd like it. So maybe if you find yourself in Flora, maybe I will. You have no idea what will happen when you leave Flora though. There's no way I can return if I don't finish my training too, so let's just focus on today. Yeah! You hear some of the musicians calling for Devin. Better let you go. You should check in on everyone anyways. See you at the... Wait! Devin grabs your hand and kisses you. What? That's so cute! See you at the harvest ritual? Of course. God dang it! That's so cute! Good surprise kiss! Good surprise! Vera says they could be eating it off cones with a mini spoon. That's true. Little ice cream scoops. It is a surprise kiss. Like, I was not expecting that. Like, they almost kissed and I was like, oh, it's gonna be a they never kissed. But that's okay. But no, it was a they kissed. But it wasn't me who initiated it. That's nice. That's nice. Nice surprise. You get back to the center of the festival. Woohoo! Oh, hey Ramsey, you got here just in time. I was about to walk around the festival. Woohoo! It does look amazing, doesn't it? Of course it does. We all worked super hard for today. That plus our natural skills ensured that the Flora Festival would be perfect. That's right, Ramsay. Either way, now is the time to celebrate. I don't want to get in anyone's way, but let's go take a look and see how everyone's doing. See Mel, clipboard in hand, coordinating whatever needs coordinating at the time. She looks busy but happy, not tired and overwhelmed like she did before. People are coming up to her asking questions, but everything is completely under control. Next, you see Jean at his tea and Madeline stand. You think about getting in line, but it's so long. There'll be time for the harvest ritual by the time that you get to the front. Whether there's a critic in that line or not, there's no way that Jean can say that this was a failure. Every once in a while, you think you see a smile on his face too. You go to the pie contest where you see Ruth giving out a blue ribbon. The pies all look so good, you wonder how Ruth could pick a favorite. Wait, does that mayor get to try all the pies every year and more? Being mayor might be awesome. Yeah, you question Ruth's decision to leave and travel. Maybe even tasting amazing pies after 40 years would get a bit old though. Is that Jonas? You see Jonas dressed up as a clown entertaining a group of children with Caesar. I guess with everything built, he didn't have much to do today. Wow, Caesar knows a lot of tricks. Did Jonas teach him about how to get everything about getting everything built for the festival? Maybe he is a slacker. You know, so you're not standing far from a member of Jonas's crew. You overhear them saying, I taught Caesar that one. And then another says, no, I did. Then another one says, well, I taught him that. The entire crew taught Caesar tricks. Genuinely amazed that anything got built at all. You make your way over to Nisha's community mural. People are having a good time making their mini masterpieces, or in some cases, simply throwing paint. Every once in a while you see Nisha talking to something on her shoulder. Must be a fibbly nibbly. For the first time ever, Nisha truly looks like she's enjoying herself. Perhaps patching things up with the fibbly nibblies was just the trick. Looks like the festival's already a success, and I'm not even sure that the village needs my blessing. You hear the clock strike. Yep, it's our signal. Time for the harvest ritual, the last thing I do here in Flora. You head to the main square of the festival, just as the villagers finish the altar. You can sense feelings of hope and joy radiating from the local craftspeople and farmers. Do you think this is enough for the ritual? Oh, cool. Agreed, this is more than enough. This is incredible. I've never seen such an abundant harvest altar. Whoa, what kind of jam is that? Oh. Right, we feast after the ritual. Everyone felt very inspired this year. Or perhaps you had something to do with it. See, I'm not lazy. Just joking, sort of. But I'm not taking credit for all of this. Everything here took longer than 2 weeks to prepare. Just look at these crops, the jams, the baked goods, the crafts. Then all together we figured out how to bring everyone and everything together. Shall we get started then? Take a deep breath. Yes, this is it. Let's do this! Take a few steps back and put your hands out. Now everyone, I want you to make a circle and hold your hands. It's time to begin the harvest ritual. All of the villagers gather around and take each other's hands. Oh, harvest god of Flora. Oh, harvest goddess of Flora, we come together today to give thanks for Your Majesty. Without you, nourish our soils and community, we have nothing of what would be offered before you now. Please share our bounty with us on this day and continue to bless us with peace and happiness, good fortune, and abundance. With abundance, we've all worked hard to grow these grains and fruits to unite our community through art, music, and good food. All to honor you, villagers of Flora, join me and chant, Blessed be. Blessed be! Blessed be! Now to close this rite, let us feast in the presence of our goddess. And so the feast begins. You can sense the energy in Flora has changed since you arrived. People are talking, laughing, and simply having a good time. Maybe in the end, coming to Flora wasn't so bad. You're sad to leave, but you're glad to go with a sense of accomplishment. You still wish that you didn't have to go. Who's that? You see Ruth standing on a chair with a glass in hand. Is this Gran? Hold the phone, is this Gran? I want to say a few words. First, I've never been so proud as I am right now to be the mayor of Flora. We've accomplished so much today. May the harvest goddess be pleased with all your hard work. And secondly, Andy, I know you've already said you don't want to take credit, but I think that I speak for everyone here when I say thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's been an interesting 2 weeks, but none of this would have been possible without you. And this is why, as one of my final acts of mayor, I ask you to please return to Flora as our village witch once you've completed your training. Wow, you really weren't. I wasn't expecting this. You look over at Devon and you realize you're both thinking the same thing. You both need to finish your training in witchcraft and Devon's in music. But then, maybe this isn't goodbye forever. Yes! I've been the most brilliant village witch there ever was. Everyone begins to cheer. Devon runs over to you and gives you a big hug and a kiss to boot. Oh! I can't wait for us to come back. Neither can I. And so the festival continued until the early hours of the morning. And so the food was eaten, the people danced until they could dance no more. It was almost time for you to catch your train home when you got home. Glad you didn't have time for any sorrowful goodbyes. They were unnecessary anyway, since you knew you would be back someday. You went through a lot in your time during your time in Flora. You were desperate to prove yourself as a witch at first. Then you made friends, and you joined a community, and you realized that you had nothing left to prove. And everyone else in that village realized the strength of the community, and themselves too. When Nisha returns to school, she'll find the strength and creativity in her relationship with the Fibbly Nibblies instead of keeping them and her true self at a distance. Devon might not want to be a rock star, but that doesn't make them any less of a musician. Perhaps Devon not forcing themselves to be something they're not will also make it easier for them to make new friends. Jonas will always be a little goofy, but with Caesar by his side and the trust of his crew, you know he's finally found his place. Unlike her brother, Mel will probably always be a tiny bit uptight. But with her witch in training and the festival's success, you believe that Mel has finally figured out how to find balance in her life. Jean better have a bunch of new tasty delights for you when you come back. Everyone's enthusiasm for his Madelines showed him that even if he has an off day, we all know he's very talented. He can't be perfect all the time. And lastly, Ruth, our fearless leader. Okay, maybe not fearless, but she navigated Flora through a lot during her time as mayor. Now she's ready for the next stop in her life, and you'll be the first to buy Ruth's memoir about her travels. Well, Nisha will probably be first. You'll definitely be second, though. Now it is time to get back home and finish your training. I can't wait to show your Gran everything that you've learned. You know she'll be proud of you. Sure, you might still butt heads sometimes, but you know that she cares about you. If she didn't, she never would have sent you to Flora. And now you feel more ready than ever to become the witch you always dreamed of becoming. Thank you for playing Witchy Life Story! Hooray! Thank you for joining me on this ride, everyone, as well. This is an adorable game. I love it a lot. So cute. So if I had to give like a quick overview slash review, people who wanted to play the game, there are ways that you can fail the festival, by the way. I did double check it. There's a way, depending on how you play it, that you may not get the successful ending. We did get the successful ending. So, there are a couple of different endings that you can get for the game. This is just one of the few. The game more or less is centered around exploring the self and trying to give you tools that you may be able to use for emotional regulation and giving you a safe, cozy space to land, which I really love. As is seen in the game, it did have some decent enough options when it came to adjusting the music and ambiance. It is a text-based game and it doesn't have a read aloud feature, so for that makes things a little bit trickier. But that being said, the romance is really cute inside the game. Obviously, I've only experienced one path. I'll probably go back and play it for all the other routes another time in my own private life. But this is just to give you guys a taste. And you can go to the festival with a friend or on a date, so that's another nice little adjustment. It is LGBTQIA friendly. We have a canonically they them using non-binary person that's inside the game. You can date whoever you like, which I really like. I'm really a fan of that. And there's also a recently added endless mode, so you can just keep continually going through and playing the game if you want to just have a cozy vibe in time, which I really like. I think that's really sweet. Thumbtack says, well done, and does a whole heap of cheering emotes. Yes, I'm really happy with this as the results for the game. What did all of you think, for those of you that were playing along and listening to the game? What were your favorite parts of it? And what were some parts that you think that you'd like to do a little bit differently if you had a chance? Do you reckon that you would go the same route that I did, as being that one witch who screwed up an entire magazine and messed with a lot of people's lives as a result, or do you reckon you did everything else? Flora says, I was quite cute. I really like the gardening aspect. Yeah, the point and click aspect of the gardening was really well matched to the design of the game, and the pacing's pretty good. I like the sassy sort of dialogue choices. Thumbtack says, I missed out a fair chunk, but it seems super inviting and cozy. It is indeed super inviting and cozy. And if you like super inviting and cozy games, I do recommend that you continue to follow along, because I do play a lot of cozy games over here, and we'll be starting a new visual novel game next week as well. So next week on Tuesday, we're going to be starting Cinderella Phenomenon, which is actually a free game that I have a soft spot for. I may do a few playthroughs of that, because like I can't play, like, so I can't do the character that I want to do from the very start, because there's some routes are locked behind replay routes. So in my case, that one, Flora says, "Ooh, I think I've heard of that. Is it an older game, been around for a while?" Yes, Cinderella Phenomenon. I can actually show you guys in a second. But I will first finish off what I was going to say about like Witchy Life Story. So if you do want to support the dev and go and look at Witchy Life Story, it's actually on sale at the moment, funnily enough. So it's part of the Steam winter sales. It is $24.60, which is part of like the winter sales at the minute. So it's got 15% off. It is absolutely worth every penny. I think I've played, what is it, nearly 12, 13 hours of it, at least, just for a first playthrough. And it's got a lot of replayability, as you can see, to get different routes and different changes. Highly recommend you check that out. And they just added the endless mode, so you can just keep reliving all the different bits and pieces. Now, while I think about it, I am going to show you guys a sneaker peeker of the new game that we're going to be playing next week. So we will turn off Witchy Life Story because it's already been saved. It's already been done. So yeah, I played 14 hours for just like the normal variation of the game. So that's pretty good actually. I'm not unhappy with that actually. I will go to my Stewer page and we'll go to Cinderella Phenomenon. Not Evermore, I'm just after the regular one. So we should be able to see that in just a second. Where are you, Steam? Game capture, final window capture it. Window Steam. Alright, so turn that off, turn that on. Open. There we go. Now you can see my Steam. So, this is Cinderella Phenomenon. It is an otome game, as I've said. It is a free-to-play visual novel. I do have like the art book and stuff, so I did have it. The story is 4 years after the end of the Great War and the loss of her mother, the Crown Princess Luciette of Angel is still struggling to come to terms with her new life and step-family. Cold-hearted and bitter, Luciette's life is once again turned upside down by a fairy tale curse. She is thrown into a battle to regain her crown in a fractured kingdom where nothing is as it seems. So, this game has a customizable name. It's got 5 pursuable bachelors with 10 side characters that all have their own unique backstories, 10 different endings, 60 unlockable CGSs, a lot of different original backgrounds, an original theme song, and also a right choice indicator. So I believe we could turn that on or off. So it is a good one. Some gameplay notes. So gameplay notes. Fritz and Walt's routes are locked at the start of the game. You need to complete 2 of the 3 routes available at the beginning of the game to unlock them. If you would like a recommended play order in the time of the build-up of the plot, this is the recommendation. So the right choice indicator may show up belatedly, so be sure to watch for it. Yes. So this is a amazing game. I've been wanting to play it for a while. It's got a lot of detail. It's got a lot of mystery to the lore. And I'm really, really excited about it. But yes, because I'm going in predominantly blind. I watched a friend play a little bit of this. But I don't know if we should go for the recommended route or if we're going to look at going for more of our own custom variant route based on how the plot and stuff develops later on. But yeah, all the love interests in this game male. Yes, so on this one, all the love interests are male. I do play a lot of them that do have all female love interests. But I do play some that have all male love interests as well. I'm bi, so you know, there is that. I wanted to make sure that we get a bit of everything in there. For me, it depends as to whether or not the story is going to be decent or if it's going to be like the correct level of really trashy, that it's going to be absolutely worth it. So, in the case of like some of them, like the ones that I was playing yesterday for my gay panic stream, that one was a whole bunch of different games that that were like good on the plot, but some of them were like, oh yeah, we've got some that have more of the like standard anime tropes of like lesbians and stuff in it, and then we've got others that are more complex story based things or what have you. We've got some that had I believe Indo-Asian representation as well was in the last game in that one. So if you feel like checking out some other games where you can date like women and men, because the last one you could date women and men, feel free to go check out that stream. It was a whole heap of LGBTQIA creators that made the games. They're all independent, so figure that I should show you guys that one as well. So feel free to check out that VOD either on YouTube, which is going to be over here, or on Twitch itself, which should be up for another 2 days because of Twitch's new holding policies for the games, for VODs being put up. But otherwise, we will be going and raiding, and I do have somebody in mind. So this is a new person. I saw them earlier today. They are playing Over Magica as well. So it's Okomi Hokoyo. I believe that's how you say it. Hokoyo. I think so. So provided that raid works, yes, it does. We'll be going and raiding their channel to go and check things out. But yes, next week, at 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time Daylight Savings, we will be continuing with Cinderella Phenomenon, which will be our new game. Just wanted to do a little reveal there. And otherwise, thank you so much for having me on your screens today, my dears. I hope you all have a very happy time zone and take care of yourself wherever in the world that you are. I will be streaming next with Ace Phoenix Gamer on Thursday, which will be at 12 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. We'll be playing more of the Super Paper Mario collab that you guys have been enjoying. So feel free to join us then and join us in the raid to share some love for this new streamer. Thank you all so much and have a good time wherever you are. Bye!